Know that the writing's on the wall. Oh darling, I'll bathe your skin. I'll even wash your clothes. Just give me some candy before I go.
Manchester is a culturally diverse and interesting city with so much going on at any given time. From music, art to film and television, Manchester could be considered a media hub of the UK. We're here today in Piccadilly Gardens to take a look at a certain aspect of that culture, which are street performers. Busking and performing is a vital part of every city's culture. Manchester's music scene has always been important and vital to the city. Through the late 70s and the 90s, many would consider Manchester the hub for British music, with huge bands such as Oasis, The Smiths and New Order all emerging throughout these years. This surely has had an effect on the style of music that Manchester has produced. We're going to find out today by interviewing a few street performers and buskers exactly what's going on with busking in Manchester.
I think that they want to get noticed.
Yeah, like to get the face like out there.
Yeah.
They perform because they enjoy it. Also, a source of income. I think the reason why they enjoy it is because they kind of see other people smile when they do perform, and it kind of makes their day a bit.
One, a way of earning a living. Two, because they enjoy it. Three, maybe some people hope it will lead to something else.
I don't even know where it comes from sometimes. I just get a feeling inside, and it must be the feeling of passion or whatever.
Man, I'm trying to keep myself organised, trying to manage every single little minute of my time. You know why? Cause it's pressure, it might as well be money. That's what you're selling anyway, your time in life. It's like we're all slaves, but we don't know. But how we all know we're only slaves to our own soul. What you believe, your inside is what you actually see.
Bradley has a remarkable story to tell. His passion can be seen in the music he performs. We wanted to find out more about Bradley's drive, so we caught up with him after he finished his performance. So, what got you into music?
Music? Well, my dad's always been into a bit of music, playing guitar, but my kind of music is totally different. So I feel like my main inspiration is from my brother, because he like introduced me to Tupac and all that sort of stuff, and then started getting into music programs, one called Brighter Sound I'd like to shout out, and then I just took it from there. I started experimenting with different types of music, looking at new musicians on YouTube, learning lessons off YouTube, going to places where there's music going on, and that's pretty much what struck me all off.
Why not?
Why not? it's one of the feelings that is exhilarating. For one, it's to earn a little bit of extra cash so I can put more into my music business, so I can push myself and get myself further to follow my dreams. For two, it's to keep myself, always practicing. It's not like I can just turn it on at home and start going all out, what my speaker goes to and what I can go to, and I can just drive more. And there's an audience already here, so it's raising my profile up in a business sense. But carry on going, to be honest. I meet new people, so it's a winner for a musician.
Yo, I won't get out of my mind today, and now I'm telling people, man, I'm going in replay. Man, I feel like I need to get the funds I need to grow up, I need to grow amongst most of the
So what else do you do apart from busk?
Well, I'm a youth development officer for a housing association, and I part manage the music venue there with another guy. And basically, that's all about. It's called Oasis Venue, and that's all about getting young people in, getting artists in, getting anybody in. Seeing that whatever way we can help them, we're going to do that.
Where else have you performed in the world?
I've been done Preston, most places in Manchester, London. I've done the London Opera House. I took rap into the London Opera House.
Really? Was that interesting? How did that go down?
You know what? I thought I did quite well. The place that, without a doubt, the place that meant the most to me performing, which is I've done numerous times through Brighter Sound, is Band on the Wall. You know, in Manchester, the heart of Manchester, you know, the vibe that they've got on down there, the things that they're doing for the community, not just in Manchester, around Manchester, you know, collaborating with Brighter Sound and other, you know, arts associations, because that's really how I got into all this beatboxing and rapping.
So you've lived on the street?
Like my dad, me and my dad had relationships issues and it broke down. I wanted independence, he didn't know how to give it me. It was just one of the things, I think it's, a lot of people go through it. Anyway, I ended up going sofa surfing and that, and then my pride got to me, but I didn't want to start asking people more, so then I ended up living on the street. So some would say it's by choice, but the way I seen it at the time at a young age, I got kicked out, but there's a lot of
issues.
Yeah, a lot of issues going on in that.
We met a guy called Elliot who tells a story of determination to fund what he wants to do in life while still keeping his passion for music. What got you into music?
Well, my dad's quite musical. I used to play violin in a folk band with him. He sings, and that's kind of how I learned violin. At the age of 16, I thought I'm probably going to, I should do this really sort of, thoroughly. So I went to Chetham's Music School. Well, I applied to Chetham's Music School, got in, which is just down the road there. Then I studied music at the Royal Academy of Music in London, and when I left there, I do busking and I play like session music with people. I write songs and sing a little bit and stuff. And I'm also, I'm actually doing another university course as well, which is why I'm busking at night in Manchester, because I'm saving up a bit of money for the second university course. So
okay, what is that like? What's that do?
On an unrelated note, it's computer science actually.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I always had an interest in sort of sciences as well. I wanted to, and now I want to sort of make a business in computer science. I'm really interested in the sort of AI and writing things for driverless cars and robots and stuff, and I was always into that as well. Well, I started quite a few instruments when I was small, and I just took to violin. As I say, I used to improvise with it as well, so it was really good for that. And I suppose it went really well with my dad's voice, so that's the one I went with, because I was playing in bands with him. And then I just stuck to it. Actually, when I went to the Royal Academy of Music, I studied viola as well, violin and viola. Viola's a little bit bigger, because I'm quite tall and stuff and long arms, so they were like, you should try to play viola, because apparently my body type suits it, but yeah, for here I like playing violin. I played in one of London's clubs once. The manager just came out to me and said, come in and play. I was like, what? And it was one of my first ever backing tracks that I made, because I sort of make all my own backing tracks at home. And it was Titanium by David Guetta. Really rough recording though. I had to play that song, but through 3 dance floors, and there were thousands of people listening, and it actually sounded really good through the speakers, which I was shocked at, but pleased.
That's good. Would you say though, Manchester is the best place for music?
It's certainly interesting. It's got a great music scene, and there's an open mic that I go to sometimes called the Whiskey Jar. That's really good. I've met some great people there, great singers-songwriters and stuff like that. I usually go there and just accompany them and stuff and get contacts. But yeah, there is a music scene in Manchester definitely, and it's got its own unique feel to it.
Do you think Manchester's busking scene is good? Does it benefit you significantly?
Well, it's quite interesting, Manchester. Before I got a good amplifier, it was horrible. Literally, I came here and people just walked past. I think it was something about the noise and the fact that there's so many signs everywhere that people's attention isn't drawn by things. But I got quite a nice speaker. Like I saved up money and then invested and got quite a nice speaker that people could really hear. And yeah, it seems to be really good now. I mean,
you tracked it quite far before, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It was great.
Okay. Elliot's story is certainly a different one. We met many different types of people on our journey to find buskers. We came across a group called Glass Caves who were using busking to promote their upcoming gig in Manchester, an unfamiliar city to their music. Why bring your music to the street if you're sort of performing at gigs now?
It's probably one of the best tools we've got as a band. So, I mean, it's hard to reach people on social media, especially when they don't know you've got no personal contact. If you come out to the street, people instantly are like, I saw them in town, I'll go to a gig or I'll listen to that online. I know who Glass Caves are.
Other than the music, do you have any other source of income?
I mean, we do little odd jobs around, we do some teaching. So we use what we've got, like music, and just teach kids. Pays well, mate.
Would you say there is a future for busking in Manchester?
I mean, for us, there's a future wherever we go, wherever we're playing a gig, it's good to busk. So, mate, if you want to busk, get yourself out there, buy yourself a little amp, that's what we want.
Had a really good gig at the Academy, didn't we, in March?
Yeah.
Really good.
There's a lot of artists that come out of Manchester.
Yeah, to be honest, for somewhere, I mean, we play all around in loads of different cities. And Manchester, I mean, we're not well known as much as we are in other cities. But that gig was unbelievable. Probably one of the busiest gigs we've ever had in a place where we're not well known. So obviously the music scene is definitely something happening.
I think we're influenced by like everything, literally everything. So definitely will have been influenced from Manchester bands. They write some great tunes, mate. Oasis. Who else we got?
Stone Roses.
Definitely. Classics, isn't it?
It's good music, classics.
We caught up with Glass Caves after their show at Joshua Brooks. It was a great night, and you can tell the band are definitely going somewhere. How is busking different to performing on the stage?
I guess it's just the energy difference, mate. Especially, I usually play guitar when we're busking, but when we play live, I've not got one, so I can go for a little wander around the stage, maybe join the crowd for 2 minutes. So it's just more energy, mate. A lot more energy, a lot more volume.
Yeah, volume.
No volume restriction. That's what I like about it. When we do a bit of busking, we break that initial barrier. People sort of search us then, and then they tell the friends, and then it sort of snowballs, you know what I mean? We get kids that are like 13 and they're like, I'm not old enough to get in. Then you got like really old people like, I'm too old 60, to get in. 65, yeah. I'm too old to get in. It really ranges, mate.
I think it's fair to say that busking and performing, whether it's on the street or on a stage, has surely had a huge impact on these performers' lives. They're not in it for the money, they're not in it to scam you for some change. They're there to showcase their passion and raw talent. From people wanting to push their music, to a new audience, to people funding their future, busking really is a pleasure to watch. These are people you stumble across during your lunch hour that stop you and leave you in awe with a smile on your face for the rest of the day. These performers have given us a small insight into their lives, It really was a privilege to speak to everyone we met.
Cheers.